Welcome everyone. If you're preparing for AWS AI Practitioner certification, you are in the right place. In this video, we are going to do something very practical, a mock practice test designed exactly in line with the exam blueprint. Let's jump in. Question number 1. Which Amazon SageMaker feature allows you to detect bias in your training data before you begin training a model, as well as explain model prediction after deployment? We have four options. Option A, Model Monitor. Option B, Ground Truth. Option C, Data Wrangler. Option D, Clarify. I will give you 5 seconds to choose one answer. Hope you have chosen one answer. This time, together, let us walk through these questions. Remember, always there is a two activity you have to do to answer a right option. The first activity is to identify keywords in your questions. The second activity, eliminate the wrong answers. So let us do the activity 1. What is the keyword we have? The first keyword is detect bias. The second keyword is explain model prediction after deployment. But there is a third keyword which is completely hidden. This question talks about two phases. The phase 1 talks about training. The phase 2 talks about after deployment. We can break the question into two. Let us write down for our ease: training and deployment. Your answer should fall in both the phases. Now let us go to the first option, which is a model monitor. A monitor, it's simple, it's used after deployment. This is just a keyword for you. So it falls here, which means it will not be used in the training data. But our answer should satisfy in both phases. So which means the model monitor is a wrong choice. Now option B, ground truth. Ground truth is again data preparation phase. It does two important things. One is high preparing a high quality data set. The second one is human in the loop. Both meant for a data preparation. So which means not after deployment. So we can strike out immediately. Third option is a data wrangler. It is a data preparation tool, which means it falls under training but not after deployment. You can strike out again. Now we are left out with clarify. If you know these three answers are eliminated without knowing what clarify does, you can say this is the right answer. But let us understand why it is the right answer. Clarify does two critical activity. One is bias, other one is explainability. You can see that in the questions. With this, option D is the right answer. Let us see quick explanation. Option A, model monitor. As we said, this is meant after deployment. After deployment, it does two good activity. One is a data drift and predicting the quality degradation. What it means. For example, after your AI model released into a production, the day one, it predicts red apple as a red apple. After 10 days, it predicts red apple as apple. After 20 days, it predicts red apple as a green apple. This model monitor will observe the predictions and identify the drift in the data and also predict the quality or performance of your AI system. Option B, ground truth. Two keywords which you have to remember is high quality data set and human in the loop. If you find these two keywords in a question, ground truth is the most probable answer. And option 3, data wrangler, it's a tool used for cleaning the data, transformation of the data to make it ready for a next stage. Clarify, we discussed enough to detect bias and model explainability, why a model made a prediction. Question number 2. A developer need to generate an image using Amazon Bedrock, but wants to ensure the image does not contain any offensive symbol or copyrighted logos. Which mechanism should be applied? We have four options. Option A, watermarking. Option B, guardrail for Amazon Bedrock. Option C, encryption at rest. Option D, negative prompting. I will give you 5 seconds to guess the answer. Hope you found the right answer. Again, two-step process. The first step, identify key points in a question. Second, eliminate the wrong answers. Let us do the first one. What are the keywords in a question? One is we're talking about Amazon Bedrock. The second one is does not contain any specific offensive symbol or a copyright logo. Third one is mechanism. Now let us try to eliminate the wrong answers. Watermarking. We are talking about something to filter before generation, meaning something has to be as a gateway. Watermarking is not a gateway. It adds another image top of your generated picture. So this cannot be a right choice. Guardrail, wonderful option. Let us discuss a little later. Option C, encryption at rest. We are not talking anything about encryption. We are talking about how can we avoid an offensive symbol or a copyrighted logo. So encryption, not possible. So wrong choice. Negative prompting, very good choice. Now let us discuss choice B and D. So two activity we have done. One is identifying the keywords and the second one eliminating the possible wrong answers. So now we are left out with the B and D. We wanted a mechanism to stop including symbols and copyright logo. That is only possible with the guardrail. This is a compliance topic and you need to have a gateway, something has to be enforced. Guardrail is the only component can enforce your AI not to do something. Negative prompting. You can also debate. Negative prompting is meant to avoid few things. Yes, that's true. But this will not enforce. Since it's a compliance topic, a guardrail is a best choice. Is a best choice. If let us tweak the question a little bit to match negative prompting is the best answer. Instead of this offensive symbol and a copyright logo, if a question says specific offensive picture or icon, then what prompting technique should be applied? In such case, negative prompting is the best answer. Since we are talking about copyright and all related to compliance topic, we cannot take a risk. In such a scenario, guardrail is the best choice. So the answer is guardrail. Question number 3. You have a large input prompt that requires processing. Example summarizing 50 or 100-page document. And latency is not a primary concern. The inference might take 5 to 10 minutes. Which SageMaker inference option allow you to queue request and avoid timeout associated with the standard HTTP limits? You have 4 options. Option A, asynchronous interference. B, local inference. C, real-time inference. D, serverless inference. I'll give you 5 seconds for you to, to identify the right answers. Hope you found the right answer. To find the right answer, as I said, we have to follow two-step process. The step 1, identifying keywords in the question. Step 2, eliminating wrong answers. Let us identify the keywords. The first keyword in the question is large input prompt. That requires processing. Summarizing could be a next keyword. Latency is a definite keyword for you. And queue request is the another keyword. And avoid timeout associated with the standard HTTP limit is another keyword. So we have enough keyword to process. Before we jump in detail to a question, let us directly look into options and see something can be striked out immediately. Asynchronous inference, let us keep that on hold for a minute. Let us move to option B, local inference. The question is not talking about anything about a development environment or running a program in local machine. So which means the local inference is a wrong option. Now moving to option C, real-time inference. Now we have to refer our keyword latency. And it is okay to run an inference for 5 to 10 minutes, which means we are not talking about real-time inference. So we can straight away strike it out. Option D is a serverless inference. This question is not talking about anything related to infrastructure. Because as soon as you see a serverless, there should be some word associated with the infrastructure which is not exist in the question. And this one is also a not right option. Inference, we have major three categories. One is a real time, and the second one is a sync, and third one is batch. Real time, simple example. What is today's weather? You ask in a ChatGPT, that will fire up the result within a seconds. It's nothing about real time inference. Batch inference is something you want to do offline since you have large amount of data. For example, you have a 5 million bank customer, you want to process and identify a wrong fraudulent transaction. For that, you need a batch inference. Now, async is something related to video generation. You have a good amount of a prompt and you wanted to say 5 minutes of a video. What happens right now? It takes 1 or 2 minutes of, even it takes 5 to 10 minutes to generate a 5-minute video, right? But you're still connected online, all happening connected, but takes a time. So which means this async is is all about you're connected and your request is queued and it takes time to process and provide you a result. This is what async all about. Now go back to the question and you can find out so many keywords are matching. A latency is allowed and queuing concept is exist and summarization is also part of async. For example, you upload a 10-page document and you want to summarize as a one page. Definitely, machine going to take 2 to 3 minutes to process the whole page content to deliver you a one-page document, isn't it? So many keywords are pointing to async inference. Question number 4. An AI engineer observes that an LLM is struggling with a complex multi-step math problem. The engineer modifies the prompt to include the phrase, let's think step by step, to encourage the model to break down the reasoning. What is this technique called? We have four options. Option A, zero shot prompting. Option B, few shot prompting. Option C, chain of thought prompting. Option D, retrieval augmented generation. I give you 5 seconds to think and choose your answer. Hope you found the answer. Step 2 process. Step 1, identify keywords in the question. Step 2, eliminate the wrong answers. Let us do the step 1. An AI engineer observes that LLM is struggling with a complex multi-step math problem. I don't see any keyword here. It's just a story. The engineer modifies the prompt to include phrase let's think step by step, so, which is a keyword for us. Let's think step by step to encourage the model to break down the reasoning. What is the technique called? It's already mentioned, it's a prompt. So now going back to answers, options, let us eliminate the wrong one. Zero shot, it's a prompting technique. So possible. Few shot prompting, yeah, possible. Chain of thought prompting, possible. RAG, kind of, but not. It's not a exact prompting technique. So let us strike out this option. So now we have left with the three options. Let us explore one by one. What is zero shot prompting? It's a direct command to a model. In a ChatGPT, you ask, what is weather today? That's it. That's a zero prompting. And is but we are talking about step-by-step process. So zero prompting is the least possible answer. So for now, let me strike out. Option B, few short prompting. Few short prompting meaning you will give a few examples how you need answers. In a question, is there anything like examples or input? No, it's let things step by step. So which means few short prompting is not a right option. Chain of thought prompting is a direct link to a step by step. Basically, it is a keyword pointing to chain of thought prompting. So C is the right answer. Question number 5. A business analyst want to prepare a data set for a machine learning, cleaning, normalization, and transforming columns, but does not have any intensive coding skill. Which SageMaker capability provides a low-code visual interface for this task? We have four options. Option A, Model Monitor. Option B, Ground Truth. Option C, Data Wrangler. Option D, Inference Recommender. I will give you 5 seconds to think and choose the right answer. Hope you found the answer. Step 2 process again. Step 1, identify keywords in the question. Step 2, eliminate wrong options. Let us do a step 1. A business analyst want to prepare a data set for machine learning, cleaning, normalizing, and transforming columns. So prepare data is a keyword here, and extended keyword cleaning, normalizing, and transforming columns, but does not have an extensive coding skill, which SageMaker capability provides a low code visual interface. That's another critical keyword for us. Now we have identified keywords. Let us go to the options and see can we eliminate few answers directly. Option A is a model monitor. Are we talking anything after deployment here? No, we are in early stage of model building. Model monitor used only after deployment. So which means this is not a right answer. Option B, ground truth. Yes, this is closest to a data preparation, but in a different context. Ground truth, we need to have a two keyword. One is high quality data set. The second keyword, human in the loop. We don't see anything like that. So option B is the least option, but I strike out directly. Option C, data wrangler, let us put that on hold for a minute. And option D, inference recommender. This is nothing to do with the data preparation. This service is needed, or when your model is ready, you want to find out what kind of inference is needed. This will tell you what kind of an instance type, how many instance, what kind of a deployment option is needed, which ideally help you to save cost. So for the given context, this is not a right option either. Now we have left out with one option which should be a right option, but let us see why. Data Wrangler is a data preparation tool to clean the data, normalize the data, to transform the data, and this can be done in a visual mode. So these keywords are directly pointing to this data wrangler. I hope you found the right answer. Hope you enjoy the video. All the best for your exam. See you in the next video. Thank you.